Hey everyone, Mike here with Tri-City Extreme. Today we're going to do a quick maintenance video on a Planet Eclipse CS3. Alright, so we're actually getting this gun ready for sale, so we're going to go through what we do to make sure it's working and also clean it up. So, jumping right into it, put the case off to the side. So we'll take off the grips. Those will wash up. That you don't really need to do. Just for us, when you buy a gun from us, any used gun, we want it to be looking nice and clean. So with that, we start taking the bolt out. We'll start with the bolt. You can see there's some grease on it, not much. And you can see some buildup down in there, hopefully. It also helps to keep your manual handy, which we're gonna just open it up. I believe this is a 17 in there. Just want to make sure. 32 is a 17. All right. So we'll pop this one out. I like to replace this one. These look to be in pretty good shape, so we'll leave them alone. Clean up the old grease. And then this one should be 34, 14 by 2. Alright. So we got an old parts kit here, but works nonetheless. So we got our 14 by 2. Grease this one up. Ooh. Trying to get away. Alright, grab those off to the side. And then we need a 17. Grease that one up before we even put it on. And pop that one in. So there's the bolt back together. Make sure you grease these up nicely. Just when you pick up a used gun from us, we want to make sure that you can air it up, go out and shoot, and not have any issues. After all this, we do usually check the chrono. Make sure chrono is to 100 or 280 feet per second at least, without any issue. And there's that. We'll pop the eyes off. Looks decently clean. Just wipe them down. Pop the eye or the detents out, clean them up a little bit. Pop that back in there. Jump over to this side, we'll clean this eye up. We're just doing the same thing. Oops. There's that. Alright. We will go over the body a little bit more, just for the sake of this video. We're going to get it back together. Alright, and then we're going to check out the regulator and see what we got going on here. Clean those up, we'll grease them in a second. Now doing this, you have to be careful. To grab that O-ring piston, to make sure you don't leave any marks on it. And you can actually see that this could use a little bit of work. Now this one should also be a 14. Check the manual. So it's a 14, looks to be. Make sure we clean that off. Grease this one up. There's that. Drop the spring in. Love putting it back together. And we'll look at this one quick. I hate doing this one, but I believe it's one of the important ones to do. So it's the one down in there. It's easy to pop out. No. That one, I want to say it's an 8. Yep. Grease this one up. And now, let's try and get this one back in. If you can get it started, fall into the groove, and then just patience, usually with a little luck, you need it to pop right in. Alright, so after 4 hours of that, not really, put a little grease down in there. Make sure that's nice and greased. Inspect that. That looks good. We'll clean up the bottom here a little bit. Alright. Put a little grease on this, even though they're non-moving. You just don't want anything to seize up. You don't need much, but. And we'll put a little dab on the end of the piston here. so. And we'll get this back together. And just like putting on a tire, go back and forth so it sits evenly. Alright, so there you go. A quick little maintenance video on how to clean a CS3 and keep it working. That's what I would recommend. You can go deeper into the bolt. There's not too much left to do in the piston. So if you're looking for one of these or any other products, make sure you check out our website, tristateextreme.com. And if you have any questions or anything like that, comments, leave them down below. And as always, thank you for watching. Now to go clean the grips.